Hi, in this video we're going to talk about how to do a free criminal background check in the state of Kentucky. To get started, visit KentuckyPublicRecords.com. I'll have a link in the description. You can click on that or just type it into your browser. On the homepage, you'll notice quite a few public record databases, some of which could be useful in background checking. But we're going to focus on the criminal aspect of background checking, and particularly we're going to look at free databases you have available to you. If you hover over other records, let's select inmate search. And so a criminal record begins with an arrest. And so like a local sheriff's department or the police department arrests somebody, and then they charge them with a crime. They will either post bail, be released, or sometimes be kept in jail, and then they'll have to go see a judge. And so that's where the record is finalized, is at the court. But it begins with an arrest. And so you actually have certain counties where you can research this information. This one here looks like you need to create an account. Some places make it pretty easy for you to research this information. Some will require you to, I don't even know if I want to try this here. Some will require for you to submit a request if they don't have an online. Like this is a pretty easy here database to use. You got your mugshot, booking information, and then of course you have your the charges. And this is completely free. Pretty much every single county has something similar to this. And like I said, again, if they don't, you might have to make a special request. What happens next is they go see a judge. And as you can see, the Kentucky court system has multiple courts, anything from the Supreme Court to District Court. Supreme Court and Court of Appeals, you might not necessarily need to look this up, because if the case can't be decided at the lower level courts, then they get pushed up. So it's very rare that cases go there. The majority of them are going to be decided in the Circuit Court or the District Court. And you have a couple options. You can research like docket information, and that's going to be free. So we can log in we can do this as a guest. And what you can do here is select criminal, for example. You could do statewide or a particular county. And I'm just going to try something general here. And so you're able to see who has active cases, who's got inactive cases. There's quite a few results. You might want to fill this out a little bit better. And so there you go. I was able to utilize this database for free here. It's not necessarily much information. They do have an option to get a complete credit record criminal check, but it is $25 through the state. Now, some states will let you use this for free. Kentucky is for some reason making you charge money if you actually want to get detailed information regarding cases. After the court is over, the individual will either be found guilty or not guilty. In the case that they are found guilty, they'll either pay a fine or they'll have to serve some time. If it's over 12 months, it'll be in the prison. If it's under 12 months, typically they'll stay at the county level at the local jail. And so for more severe crimes, you're able to research the Kentucky Department of Corrections database. And this is also free. And let's just try something general again. And as you can see, we have quite, looks like 3 pages of information, of names. And you have your name, the location. You have some identifying numbers here, and then you have the offenses. So I can even click on an individual here. As you can see, there's a mugshot, some personal identifying information, and then you have conviction information. And so as you can see, this individual has had multiple run-ins with the Department of Corrections. Looks like going back to 1966, or actually he was convicted in 2013, crime date 1966. And then again in 2012, and then conviction in 2013. So it gives you a timeline of if the individual has been in and out of of the system. Like for instance, this individual only one conviction, and we can try another one. Again, just one conviction here. So as you can see, this database I was able to research absolutely free, and these are going to be your individuals that were convicted of a crime, and they're serving typically a sentence of over a year. That's who goes to the prison system. So typically more severe types of offenses. One more thing you want to look into also is researching the sex offender registry. This is also a statewide list available, and for some reason it's not loading, but we do have a link here for that. It's a statewide list. You can typically research by like an address if you wanted to see what's around a particular maybe house or neighborhood, and then you can also research by name. So those are your free resources. I did want to mention one more thing, and that's the name search on top here. And what this does is it pulls records. It's not a free database. It pulls records from multiple databases: public records, court records, real estate information, criminal information, arrest information, financial records, potentially things like bankruptcy records, lawsuits. It also has access to private information like cell phone numbers, previous addresses, things like that. And it doesn't just pull records from the state of Kentucky, it pulls records from multiple states nationally. So you're getting like a big picture view regarding somebody's public record history. Great thing about it is all of these databases are compiled into a single search system, so you're pretty much searching almost instantaneously, and you'll quickly tell if there's enough records in the system if you want to proceed with it or not. Another great part about the fact that you're able to see previous addresses and things like that is, let's say somebody has a record in the state of Louisiana or maybe in Oregon, and now they're living in Kentucky. If you're just researching at the state level in Kentucky, you're not necessarily going to see what happened in Louisiana or Oregon or any other state for that matter. And people do move around quite a bit, so it's a great tool to add to your background checking arsenal. So with that said, visit KentuckyPublicRecords.com and get started on your free criminal background check in the state of Kentucky. Thank you.